Eli, talk about Shondy's contribution early with the huge triples and then on the offensive glass in the second half and the spark he gave you there.
Yeah, he comes in, he brings energy from the start. And when it's a tip ball, I look over there, I just see him ready to get in. But when he comes in, he makes a huge impact, even if it doesn't show up in the box score, scoring points. But today it did. And he's just a guy that you really want to have on your team.
We'll go back to Steve Kornacki.
Hey, Eli, sorry about that. I just want to talk to you about what your team showed in the way of intensity coming out and poise down the stretch. That's a great combination. And talk about how you're able to do that and what it's like to have all these seniors be able to accomplish that together.
Yeah, I think just from like the start that we had, it was everybody locked in. Everybody knew what the plan was. Everybody was confident. But just being able to stay the course, it just shows how calm and how poised people are under pressure, and it goes a long way.
How has Coach Jawan impacted those aspects?
It puts a lot of confidence in people. Anybody on the team, he expects them to take the open shot. He expects them to do certain things. Like he instills a lot of confidence in people. So that goes a long way.
Thanks, Eli.
Next up is Andrew Kahn from MLive.
Hey, Eli. A lot of physical play with guys hitting the floor and some trash talking back and forth. I know there's like a moment where Sean D got talked to by the refs. I guess, can you speak to the elevated intensity level of this game?
Yeah. I mean, the biggest thing that we came into and we were looking at is our record at Ohio State, and that's something that we really wanted to change, and it started the day. So that's what drove us the most.
Thanks.
Sorry. Next up is Brendan Quinn from The Athletic.
Eli, you've played some big time games in your time in college, whether NCAA tournament, huge Big Ten games. Just in terms of quality of basketball, was this one up there in terms of things that you've seen in college?
Yeah, it was a great game. I mean, I remember one of the refs looking at me. He's like, "This is a great game." I was like, "You're not wrong there." But when people are scoring, the ball's going in. It's a fun way to play. Obviously, not how we want to play every game, but it's pretty cool to see talented people score and just have that level of competition.
And what's it say to you to kind of see a freshman in Hunter, big guy? It didn't seem like he ever got too ahead of himself. It didn't seem like he was ever going too fast. Like, to see a freshman keep up pace in that game, what does that show you?
As soon as he came in, he was really confident, and it wasn't fake confidence. He believed in himself as soon as he got here. So I think that goes a long way. There's no fake confidence with him. Everything that you see is he believes that he can do it. He believes, and we believe that way too. So
Great. Thanks, Eli.
We got a couple more for you, Eli. First up is James Hawkins from the Detroit News.
Hey, Eli. For guys like Hunter, Mike, and Sean, this was their first time playing in the rivalry. I guess, did you maybe give them a crash course heading into this, I guess, on just what this game means?
we had a couple of videos that we saw. Yeah, so we showed them a couple of videos that rubbed us the wrong way, and that we wanted to change this and change the tides. So that's what we did today.
Last one for you will be from Teo Mackey from UMHoops.com.
Yeah, Eli, you talked earlier about knowing how to get Hunter in his spots to score. Was that an intentional focus at halftime for you guys?
That's intentional 24/7. We feel like he's a really good go-to option. We get him in his spots, and obviously he's been producing this season. But yeah, at halftime, we want to continue to win the war in the paint. And doing that with Hunter worked out well.